top financial mistakes. This side will be the bad, and this side will be the worse. A bad financial mistake that people make is to not budget. Even the simplest of budgets can make a difference in your financial picture. And I have many, many, many budget videos on the channel. Worse is flying completely blind. And what I mean by that is you don't just not budget, you have no idea about your income or your expenses. No retirement. That is bad. Even if you're putting away $20 a month, you should always be making sure that you are thinking about your future and what you will do to take care of yourself when the time comes. So we want to make sure that we have a retirement account of some sort. Worse than that is no savings at all. So saving for your future and retirement is one thing. No savings at all is absolutely unacceptable. You have to save. Always save something. Another bad thing that people do is paying late. What is worse than paying late? Not paying at all. So just like you always save something, always pay something. It can be $5. And people think that's not realistic, but I have actually paid a debt off by paying $5 a week on it. So it is possible, and you should do it. Always pay something. Never pay late. Never skip a payment. Always pay something. Not tracking your spending. What's worse than that? No goals for your money. So again, being all over the place. And budgeting is when you get your money and you divvy it up to what you think or how you think you should spend it that month. Not tracking your spending is when you get $100, spend the $100 and have no idea what you spent it on. So we always have to have some type of plan. Need a plan. And next up, what's bad? Bad is living above your means. What's worse? Worse is keeping up with the Joneses or others. So comparison is the thief of joy. Do not compare. Focus on your picture. Make sure that you are not living above what you can afford. For bad, impulse spending. Worse than impulse spending. Compulsive spending. So impulse spending is when you're at the register and you say, oh, that candy bar looks good, I'm going to get it. And you don't need it. It's too expensive. Whatever the reason, you shouldn't buy it, but you do. And compulsive spending is actually having to do it. This is obsessive type of behavior. You can't stop yourself. You cannot say no, no matter what. You have to buy it. Let's try to make sure that we say no. Say no. Add a low credit score. That's pretty bad. But what is worse than that is no credit. So this one, you have something to build off. You can go up from here. This one, you have absolutely nowhere to start. You do want to use your credit. I've heard people advise people not to use their credit. You should always use your credit, but you have to pay it back. So use some credit. If you have no credit, take out a credit card, open a loan, but make sure that you pay it back. If your credit score is low, make sure that you turn your attention to getting it higher. That means paying things on time. That means taking anything that's negative off of your credit report. That means making payments. So next, what is bad? We have high interest on your debts. What's worse than that? What's worse than having high interest on a debt? How about an upside down debt? Bad debt. So that is like if you have a car that's worth $30,000, but you owe $60,000. That's extreme, but that's what I mean by being upside down. High interest rates, the only way to get those down is to up our credit score. The higher your credit score, the lower the interest rates will be for the debts that you take out. A bad thing, overly using your credit. So high use ratio. So you're approved for $40,000 worth of debt and you use $39,000 of it. That is bad. You never want to go over, I would say, about half of what you're able to borrow. And so overly using your credit is bad, but what is worse than that, relying on credit to live day to day. So if you're using your credit card every single day for groceries and gas and different things, but you're not paying it off at the end of the month, that is worse than borrowing more money than you should. The whole point of using your credit is to use it in a way that benefits you. And the way it will benefit you is to show that the banks that you are what they call a good risk instead of a bad risk. They don't mind bad risks either because they make a lot of money off interest, late fees. I spent many, many years working in banks. I've worked for insurance companies. I've worked for loan companies. So I just thought I would try to impart some of that knowledge to others. I am very good with money. I am very aware of my money situation at all times. And I love to try to help other people to find that within themselves, because if you can get your money right, a lot of other things in your life can fall into place a little bit easier. Let me know what you think.